Little Pony.
My Little Pony grooming parlor from Hasbro.
Number 10, disappointing, Disney VHS tapes. With how far technology has come, it makes sense that public interest in VHS tapes has faded away. But still, those VHS tapes of old Disney films carry serious nostalgia. With the introduction of home video, the 80s through the 90s was a crucial era in Disney history, starting in 1980 with Walt Disney Home Video.
This summer, give your family an adventure they'll never forget. Walt Disney's Robin Hood on video cassette. Capture the fun today.
From 1984 to 1994, the company released a line called Walt Disney Classics on VHS, starting with Robin Hood and continuing with everything from Pinocchio to Cinderella to Peter Pan and many more. Nowadays, the vast majority of Disney VHS tapes only go for a few bucks on eBay and at thrift stores and such. For Disney collectible fans, that's a bargain.
So hurry, get Walt Disney Home Video's new mini classics, only $14.95 each. Fill your home with magic.
Number 10, valuable, Hot Wheels cars. Toy giant Mattel introduced Hot Wheels in 1968. For decades, they've been the go-to car toys for kids, but they've become much more than that. Even for automobile-loving adults, these well-designed, detailed mini cars have become prized possessions.
A bargain for the rarest of all rare toys.
150 grand. Damn. I don't even touch it.
Originally selling for cents, many throwback models have appreciated substantially. Examples include the 1971 Spectra Flame Purple Bifocal and the 1972 Pink Superfine Turbine, both rare editions with estimated values as high as the thousands. But even more common Hot Wheels cars can fetch a nice return on investment. Redline Hot Wheels cars, produced from 1968 to 1977, featuring red stripes across the tires, can be worth 3 digits in decent condition. From cents to that, not bad.
There's some heavy hitters in the Hot Wheel world that would jump on a prototype like this. This would be easily $100,000 for this car.
Number 9, disappointing, commemorative state quarters. Is it unreasonable to think certain quarters should be worth more than 25 cents? Perhaps, but we're doing it anyway. The 50 State Quarter program, introduced in 1999, was a welcome sight for US coin collectors.
Announcing the new 50 State Quarters from the United States Mint. Special effects.
You could slot each commemorative state quarter into your organized collector's book. The coins, with their very neat and detailed designs, were a massive hit.
Now you can organize and protect your coins as you enjoy collecting each quarter in this exciting series. Kids will have so much fun trading them, and it's a chance to trade something that actually has value.
According to the US Mint government page, an estimated 147 million Americans collected them. Given the coin's awesome designs and the high level of public interest, it's hard to wrap our heads around them not being more valuable today, apart from ones with rare errors. We suppose, after all, they are quarters. Still, we wouldn't use these at the gumball machine.
50 new quarters will be issued over the next 10 years, one to represent each state. In 1999, 5 coins were issued. These highly collectible coins will never be minted again.
Number 9, valuable, vintage Barbie dolls. Ruth Handler changed the world of dolls forever with the introduction of Barbie in 1959. Given how far it's come since, it's no wonder those early Barbies are so valuable today. The first ever one, sporting a black and white swimsuit and ponytail, can go for thousands of dollars, even in mediocre condition. In mint condition, then we're talking close to $30,000. Back in 1959, it cost just $3.
Barbie dressed for swim and fun is only $3. Her lovely fashions range from $1 to $5. Look for Barbie wherever dolls are sold.
Besides the original, there are also multiple other vintage Barbies that are now worth hundreds and even thousands of dollars. American Girl dolls deserve a mention here too, as certain older editions can also be worth a lot. But Barbie gets the spot on our list, because she's the queen of this.
I think that you have no problem whatsoever getting somewhere between, $7,500 and $8,000 for this doll.
Number 8, disappointing, vintage Playboy magazines. Unless it's the 1953 first edition with Marilyn Monroe, those vintage Playboy magazines aren't worth as much as one would think, based on their mega status and historical influence in pop culture.
How do you know so much about Playboys?
Trust me, chum, I know. This is amazing. This is the most collectible issue of Playboy ever. Most Playboys are worth a few bucks.
This is worth a few thousand.
Most editions from the 60s and 70s are very unlikely to crack 3 figures in value. Even many copies from the 50s are no guarantee whatsoever to rake in that amount, especially if not in pristine condition. And without their centerfold, forget it. These days, collections of Playboy issues from the 70s and on, even ones featuring some of the biggest sex icons of their time, routinely sell for only a few bucks per magazine on eBay.
Hey, Joey, Playboy printed my joke.
What? No, it's mine. It's my joke. You can call them. They'll tell you.
It's my joke.
It's my joke.
Whoa. Jokes? What? You guys know they have naked chicks in there, right?
Number 8. Valuable 90s Pokémon cards. While the Pokémon craze may have peaked in the late 90s and early 2000s, make no mistake about it, Pokémon cards are alive and well. Today, plenty of collectors jump at the opportunity to get their hands on the best cards from the golden age.
Fast forward to a resurgence in Pokemon popularity, making some OG merchandise worth a pretty penny. This 1999 first edition Charizard at Sotheby's sold for almost $200,000.
Rare Pikachus and Charizards released between 1997 and 1999 steal the show. In 2021, a 1998 Pikachu Illustrator, graded in mint 10 condition by PSA, sold for over $6 million. A PSA 9 went for nearly $1.48 million that same year.
YouTuber Logan Paul famously bought one for $150,000 in 2020. His mint condition, first edition Charizard, is considered the holy grail of Pokemon cards.
During the 2020s, multiple other rare Pikachus and Charizards have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Base set cards, particularly rare holo versions with high grades, have great value and demand. The nostalgia of these hits different.
This card could go 30 to 40,000. Altogether, I'm estimating anywhere from 380 to 390,000 for this collection.
Number 7. Disappointing Encyclopedia Britannica sets. Traditional print encyclopedias have become obsolete in the digital age. Even the famous Encyclopedia Britannica faced the reality of that, with its print run of more than 240 years coming to an end in 2010. The digital version became all that was needed. And even though some would argue there's nothing quite like a physical book, the low values of vintage Encyclopedia Britannica sets don't reflect that.
It's the new Encyclopedia Britannica.
Encyclopedia Britannica. Now you tell me. I've got a report due tomorrow.
On what?
On the exploration of space.
On the whole, they're worth much, much less than they were originally sold for. Many sets from the 21st century that originally went for $1,000 to $3,000 may not even be worth a couple of hundred nowadays. Knowledge acquisition has changed, and apparently people aren't all that interested in the old ways.
These days, it's rare that students, like these 5th graders at Eisenhower Academy in Joliet, Illinois, would even pick up a physical copy of Britannica.
Number 7. Valuable Tiffany lamps. These gorgeous lamps produced between the 1890s and 1920s are true works of art. And sale trends during the 21st century tell us they're still viewed in extremely high regard. You can see why. The most valuable Tiffany lamps have gone for millions of dollars. For example, a rare 1903 Pond Lily lamp sold for a record-breaking $3,372,500 at auction in 2018. A Trumpets Creeper Tiffany lamp, also from 1903, exchanged hands for $2,295,000 in 2018.
Today, a Tiffany lamp can sell for anywhere from thousands to millions of dollars at auction. But Noble sees deeper meaning hidden in the glass, how choices made by a group of women left their mark on the future.
Other vintage Tiffany lamps have sold for hundreds of thousands, and there are plenty of examples of ones worth tens of thousands. These were originally expensive, but nothing like this, obviously. Vintage lamps are very much still desirable for collectors, especially ones as beautiful as these.
This is a Tiffany lamp. Those of you who know Tiffany lamps know this is a good one because from around 1905 to 1910, just sold at auction for $541,000.
Number 6. Disappointing Franklin mint plates. Most of these vintage collector plates from the 70s and 80s now sell for less than $10 a pop. Their values lie in their decorative and sentimental nature, not financially.
It evokes all the emotion of the original scene and can be yours now at the issue price of $27.50 from the Bradford Exchange.
Franklin mint plates used to be one of the more popular decorative plates out there, once considered investments for some collectors. But those positive outlooks flipped for the worse around the turn of the century. Some may remember the artistry of Franklin Mint's Norman Rockwell line of plates, but even those are now only worth a fraction of their original retail values.
Not all plates go up in value, some go down, but the Bradford Exchange can often recommend plates that show excellent potential, like this earlier exceptional Gone with the Wind plate.
Number 6, valuable, classic film posters. The golden age of Hollywood is obviously remembered through the many timeless classic films we still watch. That cinematic history also persists in the form of film posters. Very, very valuable film posters.
The 1933 check one sheet for King Kong. It's expected to fetch more than $80,000.
In the old days, film posters were printed in much more limited quantities, and many were discarded. Ones that weren't have been steadily climbing in value for decades. During the 21st century, multiple film posters from 1920s and 1930s classics have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And I picked this up for about $72,000 5 or 6 years ago, and today its value is well over $200,000.
Examples include a record-breaking $690,000 for a poster of the 1927 film Metropolis, as well as $525,800 for a 1931 Dracula poster, just to name a couple. While those are rarities, of course, other vintage film posters can be worth a pretty penny too.
The most expensive poster Heritage ever sold was a Dracula Style A one sheet, and that sold for over $540,000.
Number 5, disappointing Pogs. For all the buzz Pogs caused on school playgrounds, it's too bad they're not highly coveted these days.
I'm really sorry. I kinda traded your soul to the guy at the comic book store. But look, I got some cool Pogs. Elf Pogs.
Think those special hologram Pogs might be valuable? Well, you might be only able to get a few bucks for those.
Well, I have like the originals, and they're like expensive, they're like 50 cents each. And then I have some of the fake ones like around there, and they're like 10 cents each.
There are some vintage holographic skull designs that can fetch $40 plus on eBay, but aside from that, if you still have your regular old Pogs collection, even with all those designs we thought were so cool back then, you're likely to be disappointed with the return. At this point, you might as well start playing again, or just give them away. Number 5, valuable vintage Leica cameras. Now we're talking. Leica cameras, developed in Germany, date back to the Roaring '20s, or as they're known in Germany, the Golden '20s.
What do all these people have in common? Well, they all use Leica cameras.
In 2022, a 1923 O series Leica became the most expensive camera ever sold. How much, you ask? Well, try $15 million. Yes, you heard that right. Sure, that's an outlier, but another 1923 Leica sold at an auction for $2.97 million. That's not too shabby either. Later Leica models can also fetch a pretty penny. Take, for instance, a rare black 1957 Leica MP that went for $1.34 million. Other less rare and worse condition vintage Leicas can still put hundreds or even thousands of dollars in your pocket.
This is a camera that I own. This is the Leica 1A. It was not a $3 million camera. I paid about $1,600 for this, but it was the first production camera that Leica ever made.
People will pay a lot to look through a lens of the past. Number 4, disappointing 1990s Happy Meal toys. There were so many legendary Happy Meal toys in the 90s, ones that now have nostalgia written all over them. But apparently such nostalgia doesn't equate to a significant price tag, even decades removed.
What's in McDonald's Happy Meal? One of 4 Nintendo Super Mario Bros. 3 toys.
You'd likely have to sell a whole batch of 90s Happy Meal toys for it to even be worth the time to try to sell them. Even if the toys are unopened, you might only get $1 or $2 for each.
A Diet Coke and
100 Happy Meals.
100 Happy Meals.
When's lunch?
I mean, 1 Happy Meal.
Now buy your kid a hamburger Happy Meal at McDonald's for just $1.99 and get a Tiny Toon flip card.
That goes for throwbacks like the 1991 Tiny Toon Adventures toys and the 1994 The Magic School Bus toys, as well as more mainstream collectibles McDonald's gave out, like the 1997 Teeny Beanie Babies and the 1999 Furbies.
There's something big at McDonald's. It's Furby, and right now there are 80 different colorful characters in all. Each one's a surprise in every Happy Meal you buy.
Maybe one day people will change their minds about these artifacts. Number 4, valuable, original Star Wars action figures. Vintage figurines from one of the most successful film franchises of all time should be worth something, and they are.
Now your children can relive our great space battles or collect our wonderful Star Wars companions with Kenner's Star Wars action figures.
The first Kenner Star Wars action figures arrived shortly after the original 1977 film. A complete set featuring all the classic characters can easily go for hundreds of dollars.
It's Luke and Obi-Wan and my favorite Chewie. They're all here.
Better yet, on the rare occasion that just one of these action figures is still sealed in the original box, it can easily go for hundreds on its own. That's exactly what happened in 2025 for the likes of Obi-Wan, C-3PO and Princess Leia. What can we say? People love Star Wars. Oh yeah, and check the basement for vintage G.I. Joe action figures too, because they're also pretty valuable nowadays.
G.I. Joe, America's movable fighting man, the most realistic toy soldier the world has ever known.
Number 3, disappointing. Precious Moments figurines.
Jamie's a lot like my mom's Precious Moments figurines collection. I have no idea what that means.
He's a fragile little bitch.
Unless your Precious Moment figurine has a signature from founder Sam Butcher, or is just an ultra rare edition, it isn't likely that it's worth that much. That's true of even the earliest versions, which came out in 1978.
A lot of people actually collected these through the 70s and through the 80s and I guess through the 90s, but they're not a big seller.
Maybe you can get $10 or even $20 for one if you're lucky, but the nostalgic appeal of these religious figures would lead us to think that they could be worth much more.
It's much more than just products. It celebrates precious moments in everybody's life.
We know there's a market for vintage holiday antiques as well, but even the holiday-themed Precious Moments figurines don't go for that much these days. Number 3, valuable vinyl records. Society may have moved away from vinyl records to an extent, but don't get it twisted. They're alive and well.
Are all these records?
Yeah, I've got about 1,578 at this point. I've tried to pare down my collection to just the essential.
Sure, we have a multitude of ways to stream music more conveniently now, but many still hold this throwback way of listening close and dear. In the 2010s, there was a vinyl revival of sorts.
CDs nearly killed records, but when streaming hit, records started selling again, up 18 years in a row.
Some of the rarest, one-of-a-kind records have gone for hundreds of thousands of dollars. But even less scarce vintage vinyl records can go for big bucks if in good condition, and even the super mass-produced classics can be worth a decent amount. But for many people, dropping the needle and letting that record spin is priceless.
For this is all a dream we dreamed one afternoon long ago.
Number 2, disappointing. 1990s comic books. A lot of comic book fans have a pretty negative view of the 1990s. The art style was often loud and the storytelling didn't always land like it did in the old days, even with the rise of new characters like Harley Quinn and Deadpool.
Anyway, I got places to be, a face to fix, and bad guys to kill.
On top of that, the market was absolutely flooded, with tons of different titles and way too many copies. That's a big reason why most of them just aren't worth that much today.
Need it!
Still, there were definitely plenty of bright spots, like The Sandman, Spawn, and Kingdom Come, just to name a few. But even those rarely go for much unless they're in near perfect condition. Number 2, valuable vintage video games. Factory-sealed classic video games can be worth a fortune. Look no further than the Nintendo original 1985 Super Mario Bros. Game that sold for $2 million in 2021. That really happened. We're not playing.
It's from the test market launch of the NES as far as we know, which was only in 1985 and 1986. No one even knew who Nintendo was.
Oh yeah, and what can a 1987 Legend of Zelda game cartridge get you? Well, apparently $870,000. Even if it's a classic that has been played time and time again, it may well be worth something.
We will live the game through our hands. We will be in control of something. We will change the system.
There's something about those vintage video games that can scratch a nostalgic gamer's itch, so don't tell us they're outdated. They're standing the test of time just fine.
Sam Crotha, from a town in regional Victoria,
has a copy of every Nintendo Entertainment System and Game Boy game released for the Australian market.
It was really kind of the thrill of the chase of like finding different variations.
Number 1, disappointing, Beanie Babies. Ah, the 90s collectible phenomenon, the Beanie Baby.
When they're first released, you can get them for about $5 to $7. Once they retire, the value goes up.
In like 2 years, they're worth like $245.
These cute little fellas made countless people smile, and who knows for how many people they helped spark an interest in poetry. Sadly, the craze is gone, and Beanie Babies clearly don't have a ton of nostalgic value these days. Maybe it'll take a few more decades, or it's just not meant to be.
Suddenly, investors and collectors who had hoped to make a living out of trading plush animals found themselves with inventory that was not worth what they once paid.
While there are a few super rare exceptions, the more regular Beanie Babies that were part of so many collections routinely go for less than their original $5 retail price. Considering they're the symbol of the 90s collector culture, a true icon, that's definitely disappointing.
And a USA Weekend poll estimated that 64% of Americans owned at least one Beanie Baby. One divorcing couple had so many, they needed a judge to fairly split their collection.
Number 1, valuable baseball cards. There are loads of examples of old baseball cards commanding a lot of dough. Cards with values in the hundreds and even the thousands are much more common than a lot of people probably think.
It's not the drugs that I care about. I mean, I care. It's my baseball cards I need back.
Your baseball cards.
That's especially true for cards with a mint condition grade from a reputable card grading company like PSA or Beckett. Of course, then you have the big-time ultimate rare throwback cards of some of baseball's all-time legends. Those have gone for hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars in some cases.
Last time I checked, there might have been maybe 40 or 50 of these known to exist. The highest graded example of this I saw sell for over $200,000 not too long ago.
A T206 Honus Wagner, issued between 1909 and 1911, sold for $7.25 million in 2022. Later that year, a 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle sold for $12.6 million.
A mint condition 1952 Mickey Mantle, here it is, baseball card, sold for, get this, $12.6 million yesterday.
Are you into any of these collectibles? Let us know in the comments.